In December 2012, Rady School of Management students and alumni traveled to Israel for the inaugural trip sponsored by the Rady School's U.S.-Israel Center of Innovation and Economic Sustainability. The group met with business leaders to learn about the success of Israeli startups and was immersed in the rich culture and history of the country. The experiences and connections made during the trip had a profound impact on the group, changing the way they look at business in Israel and around the globe.
This project actually represents everything that the center is promoting, which is a connection between Rady, San Diego, even the international community with Israel, more in the terms of business aspects. And this trip was exactly that. So we got a group of students and alums to come to Israel and hands-on get the experience with Israeli industries and startups, and this is exactly the purpose of the center.
We were there for almost 2 weeks, and we got to visit a lot of the academic institutions. We went to Hebrew University, we went to Tel Aviv University, we went to the Technion, we got to go to the Interdisciplinary Center, IDC.
We went to 4 different universities. The first university we went to was Hebrew University. The thing that was very interesting about that university is the folks that spoke to us, they spoke to us in a language that we understand, business, right? And it really validated some of the things that we learned at Rady. The things that we talk about for innovation and new product development, those were the same concepts that they were discussing with us at Hebrew University. So I felt like it really validated the education that we were getting at Rady.
We had lectures with different scholars, different academics, some visiting professors, some of the scientists that are actually teaching classes there that develop technology. We also had some lectures with some VCs as well. We went to visit Jerusalem Venture Partners.
So it was good to actually see the CEOs and presidents of some of the companies, and many of them were really inspiring. They had nice stories about their past, the history of Israel itself, which I noticed is integral to the fabric of most startups in the country.
The businesses and the venture capital companies that we visited on the trip, we visited several of them. So Bio Jerusalem, JVP, Jewish Venture Partners, The Junction, which is an incubator, and Takadu. All these companies, everybody who worked there they were passionate about what they did. They were inspired by what they do, and it was hard not to be inspired being around them.
We also got to see a lot of the great historical sites. We got to go to Yad Vashem, we got to go to the Old City, we went to the Wailing Wall, we floated in the Dead Sea, we climbed Masada. I think it was a really good mix of, academic, business, and historical sites.
This trip was important for students and alums for actually different reasons, and this is an interesting aspect that the students came from different backgrounds, and we had students from bio, engineering, even finance, and each and every one of them actually expressed how he found something to connect to in Israel. So even if you have some sort of business experience or not at all interested in startups or interested in the Israeli culture or history, then they all found something to connect to.
For me, just personally, it was really exceptional to have the opportunity to spend 2 weeks with, alumni from Rady that I would never have met otherwise, students from the weekend or the full-time program that I, again, would probably, maybe cross paths with, and even some of, the faculty and staff from Rady that came, just really building deep relationships with them that were, not only social and fun, but also really based on our shared experience of this innovative and entrepreneurial country, and sort of there's naturally ideas flowing every night at dinner and just sort of conversations that wouldn't have been created otherwise.
I really enjoyed the balance between the professional and I would say the personal and cultural aspects. So I was stimulated mentally, intellectually by all the classes, the professors we met, the entrepreneurs, the executives, but also by the history of the country and the fact that so much has happened in such a small area
I hope that students and alums takeaways from this trip was exactly what we aimed for, which is having some sort of a connection with Israelis, the Israeli mentality and businesses. And I kind of noticed that they exchange business cards, they have new contacts, emails, phone numbers, and I'm hoping that this is just a setup for future opportunities business-wise, and also friendships with Israelis and among the group.